Hey guys, welcome back to our channel, and today we're joined by the lovely Megan, and she currently suffers from depression, and we just thought we'd have a little chat to have a little bit of an insight to how depression works and what it's like on a day-to-day basis. So when did you first realise you had depression?
I was about 14 years old when I realised there was a lot going on at the time, and it was sort of getting to the time when GCSEs, choices and things like that. There was a lot of stress involved, and I felt like I couldn't cope, and also with other things that were going on within my life, and I realised that these moods were getting, I was low, but they were getting even lower to the point where I would self-harm, and it felt like the only way of releasing,
like an outlet.
Basically, and it was difficult because I didn't know how to bring it up to my parents, because I had a great childhood, I've got nothing about my childhood is to do with this, and it was difficult because I didn't know if they'd understand or not, but they really supported me. And
how did you tell them?
They didn't even know that I was self-harming because I would wear hoodies all the time.
Oh, like cover up,
and I would cover up my arms all the time, and they never knew until one time I went into hospital with the depression, and the doctor mentioned scars on my arms, and that was the only time they realised that I'd actually been self-harming, and that was about 2 years later.
So what happened after that day they realised?
Well, that was at a very low point in my depression. I felt like I couldn't find a way out. Every day I was feeling very low, and I just simply didn't want to be here anymore. And and it's horrible to feel like that. And it got to the point where I had taken lots of overdoses, but you see the psych team in the hospital, and they say they'll refer you to someone, and there's a waiting list, and then you don't get the help that you need. And here I am nearly 10 years later, and I'm still not at the root of the problem, and it's still not sorted, which is difficult because it's hard to deal with. Constantly feel tired, and with the anxiety as well, I feel sick. I get the shakes a lot as well.
Because you have seizures, don't you?
Yeah, they're called non-epileptic attack disorder, which is linked to mental health. It's if I get too stressed out, it's very overwhelming. So the way my brain and my body copes, I just fall to the floor and have seizures and shake, and then they pass, and I regain consciousness. But that's how bad it's got. That was when I was 18. I had my first seizure, and they're still ongoing, but just try and get through every day.
What's kept you going?
Acting.
Yeah, we're in the same acting class.
Yeah, so because whenever I act, I feel like I'm not myself when I act.
Same.
Therefore, all my problems are left at the door as soon as I walk in that room. In an acting class, in a rehearsal, on stage, everything is forgotten about in my life, and I'm focused on this character.
Yeah, you embody them.
And that's what I love about it, the fact that I can separate myself from that. I mean, I know I can bring hints of myself into that character, but genuinely, it's acting. It's, it keeps me going because I enjoy it.
Yeah.
And, it's a way, it's one sort of remedy, I suppose, of getting through the depression.
It's a focus and having something positive as well, isn't it?
Definitely. And also, I suppose you could count it, as well as wanting to do it as a job, it's a hobby. And there's always something to learn within acting. And it really does help mental health a lot, I think.
It's quite interesting because for our dissertation, we did a sketch show on mental health, and it was kind of flipping on its head and making a comedy to kind of
Yeah.
laugh about it as well.
Yeah.
Kind of laugh through your problems kind of thing. And there was a character that went to a doctor and they had to explain that they were struggling. And we both found that character very hard to play, didn't we?
Yes.
Because it was so near ourselves. We were both like, this is really difficult. How we can't, it's just hard to play. Whereas the characters further away from ourselves are more like eccentric, crazy ones.
Yeah.
We dwelled in. So yeah, I totally get that acting.
Yeah.
What kind of things do you do day to day that might help you and manage it?
Things that help me, I try and go for a walk, especially when I'm feeling very tired.
Yeah.
Try and clear my head, because there's obviously a vicious cycle, like go and have a nap, and then obviously
you can't
sleep
that,
at night, and you know, so they're saying, like, you know, I've always been told try and get out of the vicious circle and things like that. So I'll go for a walk. I'll do mindfulness before I go to sleep, and sometimes throughout the day if I just need to take 5 minutes to myself. I mean, I'm on medication as well for it. But
we're going to be talking about that in the next video.
Mindfulness. I like to do colouring as well.
Oh, I love colouring.
Yeah.
Like simple tasks that you don't need lots of thought to go into, just to take you away.
But it just, you know, and I love listening to music, and I sing as well, so I like singing. So
I've never heard you sing.
Have you not?
No.
One day.
One day.
But yeah, like, it's just anything to sort of take myself away from the depression side of me.
Yeah. What would you say to anyone out there that's suffering from depression? Maybe scared to say to their parents or just doesn't know what to do?
Always speak up, because if you don't, everything's just going to get worse, and everything's just going to pile up, and one day you're not going to be able to take it, and you need to be able to unload that, your feelings and how you're feeling, because I'm sure there's someone that is out there that will want to listen to you, even if you need to ring Samaritans or someone like that. You know, definitely talk, because there's nothing worse than keeping it to yourself, because it just makes it 10 times worse.
Yeah. And hopefully find some good treatment.
Yeah, definitely, if you can.
If you can. That'll be another video. So thank you very much for joining us. And thank you for watching, guys. We hope that helped you out, and we will see you soon.
Yeah, thank you. Bye.